The Masters of the Universe Origins toy line is overall a really fun toy line. Every once in a while, they'll come out with a figure that is just super cool, whether it's got a really cool accessory, it does something really cool with an action feature, or whatever. And this one is probably one of the coolest that they've ever done. It is the Mattel Creations exclusive Lady Slither, who is slithering her way onto our screens, and she's going to be the subject of today's Deceptibot 9 reviews. Let's get snaked! How's it going, everyone? Deceptibot 9 here, and thank you, as always, for joining me for another episode of Deceptibot 9 Reviews. I love having you guys here. Before we get to Lady Slither herself, I would like to ask if you like what you see. Go ahead, hit that like button, and while you're down there, if you aren't already subscribed, go ahead, hit the subscribe button as well. It does really, truly mean a lot to me. Plus, if you want to stay tuned for any future content I've got planned, go ahead, hit the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Plus, all of my social links are in the description down below, as well as my Entertainment Earth affiliate link. I'm now an Entertainment Earth affiliate, so if you want to get any of your new and upcoming Masters of the Universe pre-orders or in-stock figures, go ahead, click the link down below, check out what Entertainment Earth has to offer. It helps me out a little bit, and you get your really cool Masters figures, which is always super fun. So, with all that said, without further ado, let's go ahead, head down to the review station and take a look at this brand new Lady Slither. Alright, before we actually look at Lady Slither herself, I do want to show off the packaging here, because I love the exclusive Origins packaging, but this one is different. They went all out on Lady Slither here, as you can see. So up here we get this beautiful art of Lady Slither looking like Medusa with all these scales happening here in the background. Her name, of course, Lady Slither right there. The sides are all just scales. Top has the Snake Men logo, but done up all in gold. And if you look at the back, there is more scales, a big, beautiful snake, and then there is her bio, which is super cool. And once you even take it out of this exterior package, you are left with beautiful art here on the back. You can see Lady Slither there in her throne with some other snake men here on the side. I would love to get, like, this guy would be sick. This guy, right, I know he has a name. He's a high priest something. I am just completely forgetting what his actual name is right now. I'd love to get him in Origins, but you can see up at the top too as well, it's got the Masters of the Universe logo, and it's just so beautiful. Lady Slither here on the side. And here is where she was packaged, of course. You can see her name with her little tagline, the Mattel logo. And up at the top, you get the Masters of the Universe logo. There's Fangor back there. There's the Snake Palace. There is Lady Slither now with her tail as well. Plus other weird-looking snake dudes that I would absolutely love to get. And before we move on to the figure as well, do want to mention that she does come, of course, packed with a mini comic, this one called Sword of the Serpent. Sort of just details her and King Hiss's rivalry for the control of the Snake Men. But yeah, I mean, it's a fun little comic, just like all the other mini comics are. Absolutely love it. All right, and finally, here is Lady Slither in all of her glory with all of her accessories. As you can see, she is awesome. I love this figure. She's so cool. Just overall, I mean, the snake tail definitely helps add to the cool factor, but her head sculpt is really nice. I love this cape accessory. All the colors and the molding is just really nice on her. Overall, I think she turned out very well, and it's the first time that she's ever been made in action figure form after being created by artist Axel Jimenez years ago for the Classics line, just like Fangor, except for she never actually made it into the line. So it's very exciting to get her for the first time, and for her to be as cool as she is. She's definitely worth the hype there. So enough rambling about that. Let's go ahead, take a closer look at the details here on Lady Slither. Alright, we'll come up first here with the head sculpt, which is, I believe, totally brand new on this figure. I think it looks so cool. I love her gold snake crown there. You can see her snake eyes painted in there with the eyebrows as well, done up all in green with those lips hanging out there. The hair is just super cool as well, molded very nice, coming down here with the strands and the way they're sort of sticking out, kind of snake-esque at the back is just really tremendous. You can see she's got a plastic cape done up in all purple, but it is a soft plastic, so it is very malleable, and I think it looks great with these little shoulder sections here on the side, which are tremendous. And then you can see here on her body the green skin going around everywhere, as well as her chest armor here with the little snake logo, little teeth action happening, some red and gold, and you can see all the arm bracers here, a little bit of gold action on there as well. Hands are done up obviously in all green. And for the humanoid leg aspect, we get these the loincloth piece, the typical one. You know, these are the same legs that you would get on like Tila. And then they're all green here as well, with a little bit of furry patch on the top and done up in all red. I mean, the legs and the arms are all pretty familiar. They're all the same as they are on Tila and Evelyn, yada yada. But the new head and the chest being remolded slightly definitely helps give her a little bit of life, a little bit of character. But of course, we're not here for the legs. We're here for the snake tail with her as her bottom half, which it's so cool. This is her big accessory. This is her main accessory. We'll talk about the other accessories in the middle or in a little bit. But yeah, no, super sick. I love this sort of lighter green shade with the scales on this front side. Then you move to the back and it's a darker green with a sort of different type of scale happening here, and the way it curves up. And it is flat here on the bottom, obviously, to give her a way to stand up, obviously, or else she would not be able to stand on this tail. And you can see she does have a new waist piece. It is all done up in red. No other paint on there, though. I wish there was a little bit of gold highlights to help make that pop. But yeah, I mean, this is a super cool look. And, since its origins, like you saw, you can just rip this top part off and you have this bottom half here. You can get multiple of these, or I think she might be sold out now, but you could have gotten multiple of these. I wish they sold this just by itself to put on some of your other Snake Men, or repaint it to fit with some other Snake Men aesthetics as well. Again, I would love if they sold this just by itself in an accessory pack, maybe in a different color. I think that would be super cool. But enough about the snake tail. Let's go ahead and just show off, since we talked about the snake tail really quick, show off her other accessories. All right, so first one she has is just the snake staff, which is, I believe, the exact same as the snake staff that you would get with any standard Tila figure, and it just fits right in her hand there, done up in all yellow with a little bit of snake molded action happening on that one. And the other one she has is the, trying to remember the name of it, snake dagger. They called it something specific in the mini comic, but it's a special dagger that if you have this, you are in control of the Snake Men army or something like that. I just think it's a cool looking dagger design. I do wish had a little bit of paint on it, maybe on the blade, so you could separate the blade from the handle, but nonetheless, very cool. Does just fit very easily right in her hand. Then, of course, her other main accessory is the snake tail, which we already talked about. So let's go ahead and move on to Lady Slither's Articulation. Everything aside from the tail is all very standard for Origins. Really quick, we'll cover it though. Head on a ball joint, gets it swiveling. Not quite all the way around just due to the way her hair is, but you can see how she goes side to side. She can look down that far, up that far. Swivels here at the waist. This is true for both waists. Arms do go all the way around if you get them out and around enough. Oh, maybe not all the way around. I thought they did go. Maybe they don't go all the way around because of the cape. That's interesting. I thought they did. But they do go out that far. They swivel here at the elbow. Wrists do swivel and all hinge as well. And then really quick, the human leg pieces here. The legs go forward that far. They go backward that far. They can go that far into the split. So full split. We love that out of a topless half, I guess. The knees do bend here as well, go that far. The legs, or they swivel at the knee. They have their swivel here at the shin. Feet go down, up, and swivel all the way around. So that's the human legs. And then the snake tail for articulation, it swivels individually from the waist piece up here, and then it's got a ball joint at this first cut right here, ball joint at this cut right here, and a ball joint at this cut right here. So it's full of ball joints, and she is very posable from the bottom down with the snake tail. I think it looks so cool. I am obsessed with how cool she looks in this sort of fully snaked up mode. I just think it's a really neat aesthetic, and she is pretty posable with it. I threw some pictures up on Instagram and whatnot not too long ago. You can get her in some decent poses, kind of working the tail around and putting it different ways. You can make her, you know, be slithering around. But while she's here and snaked up, why don't we go ahead, do a couple quick comparisons, because she's slightly different origin sized. Here she is with our previous Mattel Creations exclusive, that being Fangor, one of her henchmen. So you can kind of see he's a standard origin size. You can see the size differential there. And since she never made it into Classics, here she is next to Classics Molar, just so you can see how she would look with your Classics if you want to put her there. And here she is with your standard Masterverse, so you can see if she would fit in with your Masterverse until we, fingers crossed, one day get her in that line. Just for fun, here she is with Bumblebee. Alright, and that's going to be about it for my closer look at Origins Lady Slither. So let's go ahead and slither our way back on up to me for my final snake thoughts. Alright, so what are my final thoughts on Lady Slither? Well, I think she's really cool. The tail accessory definitely helps her stand out as a super cool figure, because if she just had the regular legs, she'd be like, she's kind of neat, she's got a cool head, she's got cool accessories, but this snake tail is so fun. It is something truly unique. I love how posable it is. It's very articulated, and it's also very versatile. You can use it on a lot of other snake characters, but I do wish we would get this by itself and in some variety of other colors, because I would love to have all of my snake men have this tail, if I'm being completely honest with you. I would especially love to have a King Hiss, because I don't have one, period, that can use this tail as well. I think that would be like just the coolest King Hiss look ever. Alright guys, that is going to do it for my full review of the Masters of the Universe Origins Mattel Creations exclusive Deluxe Lady Slither. Go ahead and let me know what you think about Lady Slither down in the comments below. Did you pick her up? Did you pick multiples up so you can have multiple tails for your snake men? All that fun stuff. Let's talk Lady Slither down below. And guys, without further ado, as always, I've been your host, Deceptibot9. Thank you, as always, for joining me, and I will see you guys later.